Howdy, howdy. This is Blue Otter. Today we are playing The Wandering Village. This is a city building simulation game on the back of a giant wandering creature. Build your settlement and form a symbiotic relationship with the colossus. This is in a post-apocalyptic world contaminated by poisonous plants. I would like to thank Stray Fawn Studio for providing me with a key to bring to y'all this game. We're gonna go to story mode. Go ahead and do the tutorial. We're gonna continue and save our game under Blue Otter.
Driven from our homes by the toxic spores, we kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
It's an Onbu. Ah, there you are. Good to see you, my friend. After all these years we've traveled, all the hardship we've endured together, who would have thought we'd run into an Onbu of all things? It's truly amazing, isn't it, dear? We might be the first humans to have seen one in a couple hundred years. But the poor thing seems exhausted and has gone back to sleep for now. I had thought that Onbus slept underground, but the poisoning of the soil must have woken it up. I wonder if it can even sustain itself up here on the surface. But if we take care of it, it might take care of us in turn. But if push comes to shove, we might have to prioritize our own well-being in order to survive. Though that is a decision we would like to pass on to you. We may have led our people here, but I think this is a good opportunity for someone new to take over. To ease the transition, I would teach you a little of what I've learned, tutor you even, a tutorial, so to say. What do you think? Okay, we're going to first pause, because I always like to pause before, and space does do pause. I always like to pause initially so that way I can kind of take stock of what all we've got. So the Elder's Notebook, we can either press G or press this button up here. And we get to the Elder's Notebook, and this is basically kind of got everything that you need to know about this game that you can look up. Basic controls: move your camera by holding the left mouse button and dragging with your mouse. You can also use WASD. You can pause, which we've already done. You can also speed up with 1, 2, and 3. You can also enter the Onbu and the world by doing 4 is the city level, the people level. 5 goes to the Onbu level, and 6 goes to the world setting level. All right, return to the village level. So we're going to press 4, and that puts us right back down here. I want to kind of see what we've got. Okay. So we want to place 2 wood cutting camps. Now there are a couple things that I would like to do. Here, I'm kind of getting a little bit of a stock of what we've got. Yeah. So first thing I want to do is we're going to go to the build menu, and we're gonna do, I've got 10 people, so we're gonna do a handful of tents. I'm gonna do them, I think, up here. I can always move them later. So we're gonna press Shift, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we'll have a road right there. Okay. So I need to build 2 wood cutting camps. We'll have 1 here, and we'll do 1 right there. We also need to place, we're going to need to place 2 workers in each of these. And we're going to go at a speed of 1. Going to keep an idea look to make sure that the Onbu stays asleep. All right, so this, and then they're going to be able to go around and they will start, they'll start chopping down trees. Now we need a mining camp. This is where we're going to get rocks. And I think the best spot for that, ooh, might be right here. And then we need to assign 2 workers to there. Construct a material storage, which is right here. I'm gonna do that maybe right here for now. Let's go ahead and speed things up just a little bit. Yeah, they've got to get that. We'll highlight that one. Let's see. Okay, we also need, for food, we need a berry gatherer. Now we'll be able to move berries later, but for right now, that's a good spot for them. But for right now, I think I might put these right. No, I'm gonna put them down here. And let's get 2 workers there. Not enough resources. Yeah, they're working on wood. So I prioritize that one. Fast forwarding for things to be built. Okay, this is partially on me for putting it here instead of here. Okay, anyway. Build a berry gatherer near berry bushes, which we've done, which we're working on. And we can also add villagers by pressing this button when it highlights. Okay, let's fast forward. We can do a clay gathering. Do we have one? We have that one and we'll get 3. That one will also get... This one can also do 3. But this one... We can do 4. Can we place it right there? Yes, we can. Probably not the best because it is probably so far down there. There we go. We've almost got the berry bush. Okay, there. They've got... This just needs to be constructed. They finally cleared out the path there. There we go. Assign 2 workers to your clay gathering. Build a clay near clay deposits. So that gives us probably the best. And then there's our mining camp, which we're actually short some people. So we need... We need some more people. And we do have a light bit of rain. Certain effects like encountering a biome event causes status effects to affect your Ombu village. They're displayed on the right side of the top bar. Hover over to learn more about them. So here we have cold, humidity were considered damp, and zero toxicity. So there is that path. We'll do this. And let's hold on. No, it's this one. That. Okay. And we'll go up one more and over. We also need a research building, which we're going to place right here. Actually, no, wait. We're going to place the research building right here. Yeah, part of it's because we have such big spaces. We're gonna do maybe a material storage right there. Okay, we are still working on that. What else do we have? We need clay, so we need this one, high priority. We need some stone. And tools. And some wood. Berry bushes, your berry bushes are idle. Plant and harvest. That happens when there aren't enough berry bushes around the workplace so you can uproot. So way you do that is you come over here, harvest and remove. I typically will do this as high priority. And you can just, well, we'll do this as medium priority. Basically come over here. And you can get some bushes and someone will come by, they'll pick them up and they'll plant them over here. So I think they just want you to do one, but I'm going to do as many of them as I see. Oh, and Ombu did wake up. So let's look and see where are we headed. So we can click along the way. We have an abandoned encampment. This campsite looks like it's been long deserted. There's not so much left, but you may find some tools amidst debris. All right, research, which we're working on. Play, which we need more people. There we go. So we have 14 people. 4 people are basically unemployed right now. I'm going to give them another worker for right now. And speed things up. This is like vertigo, almost vertigo inducing. So this game has been in early access for quite a while. And it is just coming out, being released in 1.0, and it looks like a really cool game. This is a survival city builder. So the other survival city builder game that I've played has been Timberborn. Where we play with as beavers, and this one we play on the back of basically a behemoth wandering around. I've got quite a bit already in queue to build. It's probably more than what they need. We are working on this construction building, or not construct, the research building. And with this one, we have to have full staff. And we're going to research the air well, which is right here. So I do need one more person. We'll get that. There we go. Research costs 25 wood in this case. Okay, so we've got wood, and I've also got these little storage units. I might build a second storage unit. Maybe like right here. You can see where we've got like the little berry farm. Once this road gets built, people will be able to move a little bit faster as well. Well, let's go ahead and we're going to also see if we can't collect these mushrooms. Okay, so did I completely miss the encampment? I did miss the encampment. Okay, so we have that. We're going to go ahead and research the farm as well. Because I would really like to have the farm before I place the air well. And I'll show you why in just a second. Because the air well helps to distribute water. So what we might do is we might go ahead and maybe make one air well. But if we do that, I know I want to have, I'm going to put a farm right here. And I think I might be able to fit a farm up here. And I'm going to be able to do a little bit more farmland here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and slow down a little bit. We've got right here. We're going to be able to do a farm right here. Now we have an air well. Hold on. Where? Let's speed that up. For an air well, we're going to put like right here. And we're gonna do I'm gonna do a dirt road to be like right there. Probably don't need it, but I have it in case I need it. Okay, let's look. So here, build a hornblower to guide Ombu on the right path. So we can research. We're gonna do a hornblower right here. We might not get to right now, but we will. Okay, let's see. How is this doing? Yeah, we still have wood in the vicinity there, and we still have wood in the vicinity over here. Oh, here, let's get some more of these. These are mushrooms. And these are used to make food for Ombu. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit. Because we can already see we've got 6. And that will be important because that will be where I'm not going to make it for this time. So Ombu's going to make his decision of where he's going to go now. We have that one. Let's go ahead and build a pantry. I don't have enough resources. I almost do. Almost do. Okay, so here we're going to plant crops. We'll have 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have basically I'm gonna do three fields to see how well they can do that. And then we'll have a pantry that we can build. There we are. All right, and here is our hornblower. Now, the items for Ombu have to be up here towards the front. So we're going to place this right there. With a dirt road. Go right there. Down. Assign a worker to your air well. There we go. All right, someone wants to talk to you. Okay, we're going to disable the research building, and that will give us 3 additional workers. Construct at least 10 segments of dirt road, which we're going to work on. Let's go ahead and see who we're talking about. My friend, have you heard the rumors going around the village? Some people are growing concerned about a strange pile of rubble they've discovered on our Ombu's back. There seems to be something buried there. It's hard to tell what it is right now, but we might be able to learn more if we dig it up. I don't know about this. Maybe it was buried for a reason. Come on, dear. Aren't you the least bit curious? Who knows? It might be something that could really benefit us. So let's come over here. Now, as soon as I hit harvest, wait. Hold up. There's an issue. I have buildings with red flags. So this is because it doesn't have a person. This is because I don't know. And this one, yeah, they are. So we're gonna lower this down to like one person right now. Oh, and our Ambu fell asleep, so that's good. He's also getting hungry, so yeah, resolve warning flags. Some of it's just they might have too much for someone, or they might have not enough. Okay, clear the strange rubble. So here is, if we harvest a large pile of rubble, it looks like there's something buried beneath. So we're going to harvest. And they're going to work on harvesting all of that. We do have our air well, which will store water. We have the pantry, which will help us to store food, which is really critically important. Mark at least 3 objects for harvesting. We just do this, and we can do, 1, 2, 3. A happiness. So we want happy villagers. Open the villager happiness detail, which we can go up to here. And they are not... Okay, seriously, they have housing. Okay, some of them don't have housing. All right, let's look. He's sleeping. We're going to be fine. I'm going to wait a little bit because I want to get up to here before we go anywhere. Build additional housing until the happiness penalty reaches 0. Okay, so let's come back up here. And we're going to build a road. Yeah, so here is, we're working on the road. They've got to clear some of this. For some of this they built. That's fine. I'm gonna wait till Ambu wakes up. I don't wanna disrupt his sleep. He needs his beauty sleep. But I do need to feed him. So we're gonna get the carpenter. Yeah, village welcome 2 more settlers. Let's see. Do we have anything? Yeah, I definitely want my farm to have... It looks as though they can only have like maybe 4 or 5 plots per person. Maybe they're still working on stuff. I do want to make sure that they have plenty of food. So that's one reason why I went ahead and I splurged a little bit to get the pantry. All right, we can have him run. She'll pick up the pace. Walk. And lie down. I don't think he liked that. Lie down. Yeah, it doesn't trust your commands. Okay, so right now, Amu doesn't really trust us too much. So we really have to work on earning his trust. Let's build this out to there. We have some nomads coming in. Oh. Carpenter. Yeah, we're already researching it. But if you ever aren't running this, and I run into this a lot, if you do this, you can disable the building. So if it's ever not working, you might check to make sure that that's not ticked. Let's see where we are. Okay, hardy mushrooms. I am going to suggest that we go northeast. He doesn't trust my commands. You know what, Ambu? Okay, so this should be, because each one of these tents holds 2 people. So I have, that's 10, 20. I actually need more of these. Oops, no, there. And then we just do a dirt road right there. I know that's in the middle of mud, but I will most likely not build them. Okay, so we're gonna do a carpenter right here. We're gonna do high priority on this because my Umbu is hungry. And then I need at least 1 worker. I might do 2. Now, one thing to note is we are fixing to get to a mushroom patch. So Ambu is hungry now, but he's fixing to stop and eat. No research tract. I want the feeding trebuchet. Because I want to go ahead and get that going. Although I'm pretty sure, yeah, we have to have the logs first. And then we can also do a bit of a stone. We can do the stonemason. Put the stonemason down here next to the camp. Research an ombuologist. I don't think I have. Okay, we're gonna have this one. Yeah, we don't have the. Anyway, okay, yeah, I've got enough mushrooms. Let's go ahead and get these. Now you do want to make sure if you're going to pick mushrooms, you want to make sure you get them fast because like these are already decayed. They're already gone. There's 2 more people. There's some more mushrooms. And the mushrooms are what Anbu eats. So you definitely want to make sure you keep a supply of this, and you'll be able to make eventually a mushroom farm. Okay, Ambuologist. Okay, we're going to... Now we can do the feeding trebuchet, I'm hoping. Yes. Okay. We'll come over here. We're going to do the Ambuologist. Yeah, I want this to be really close. So we're going to put this like... Do this. Hold on. We can't do there. We can do this. Right there. Oh, well, he went the way I wanted anyway. There's a building with a red flag. Why is there a red flag? Probably because I have more plots. Oh, we got 3 new. Give him a command at the upcoming crossroads. I'm gonna have to wait until the crossroads come into play. We're gonna construct this, and we're gonna put at least 1. And then we have a trebuchet, which we're gonna place right here. Yeah, village, we'll take dirt road to there. Make sure that is super prioritized. As we don't have too much, so what we can do is we can take this and we can actually move this building. We're gonna move it right there. I'm gonna build a second farm. Ooh. We'll build a second farm like right here. I want to do another air well right there. Actually, we can do this. There. I'm gonna do this where they're gonna just have a little bit of a farm right here. Oh, and he is tired. Research a stonemason, which is right here. Yep. Just keep going straight. Okay, they accept my command. That's fine. Well, this is almost done. They just got to construct it. How interesting. It appears to be an ancient structure. Some kind of tower, maybe. What do you make of it, dear? Interesting indeed. In all my years, I've never seen anything quite like it. Or maybe... Nah, couldn't be. Either way, it seems to be in remarkably good shape given its age. The foundations are intact and many of the other parts look usable as well. If we can figure out how to fit together and supplant some of our own resources, we might just be able to repair it. I don't know what we could stand to gain from this. Our resources are limited and, in my opinion, better used elsewhere. But dear, isn't not knowing the exciting part? I think we should do it if we can afford to. But either way, this isn't our decision anymore, is it? So yeah, so one thing we're going to take... Hold on, we're going to move the forest right over here. And get some more guys. I'm gonna start having some homeless people. So they're still researching. Let's see. I'm gonna get... How much is the flop house gonna be? Yeah, we're gonna do the flop house. Because I need to be able to have a lot of people somewhere. Unfortunately, it is gonna also be prone to disease because it's basically going to be a lot of people living together. Okay, we're going to put the stonemason right here, and we're going to hire at least one person there. We can get just one person here at the carpenter, and then we're going to be able to get one person here. And what's really cool about this is then we're going to be able to feed our ombu some mushrooms. So they're still working on that. I am going to set up a second mining camp right here. And we're going to harvest these mushrooms. There, and then y'all are working. Do y'all not want to... There we go. Or actually, you know what I think we're gonna do? We're gonna have these, and then I'm gonna actually take out these. Research scavenger hut. So scavenger hut. I see. Oh no, that's sacrifice villager. See, there it is, scavenger hut. Yeah, we don't have enough slabs and we don't have enough planks, but we're gonna get there. Yeah, so if Ambu has to be either lie down, walking, or running. And I apparently need more mushrooms. Here we are. Oh, found some more. let's do a second pantry right here. Actually, hold on. Can I put this right here? No, I can't. That's okay. Okay, let's see. Do we have enough? Yeah, we can throw some mushrooms. And then they'll toss it and we'll be able to see Ambu eat. What are you researching? The stone hut is what we're researching. Oh, there we are. Flop house. Poison resistance -40. Makeshift housing for up to 30 villagers. Inhabitants are more susceptible to poison due to cramped conditions. Let's put this, hold on. Yeah, let's put this like right here. So this one, the structure has been severely damaged and needs to be rebuilt. So we can either repair it or we can deconstruct it. Repairing the building will start the story. Once it is completed, it can't be deconstructed. Deconstructing it now will unlock its blueprint, allowing you to build it and start the story at a later time. So we basically have a choice of when do I want to start the story. Yeah, I only have one mushroom available. Are you doing this one? No. Hold on. I need my synologist. Yeah, because I don't think I'm doing anything on that one. So it does give like 30 beds. It's a housing quality of 1, and it will get destroyed if we have any kind of wind or major weather event. We can do that. Let's go ahead and can we harvest these? And remove these as plots. More mushrooms. Okay, yeah, we've got that. That is tiniest bit. We're just gonna put that right there. We'll get those last trees. Six. Okay, so here's some nomads, but we're gonna go to the southeast. And it looks like we're gonna get some more rain. Did we get them? Okay, we got that one. Let's get the scavenger hut now. What am I missing? Probably clay. All right, we're going to go in and we're going to build mycenologist. We're going to do that, I think, right about here. We'll do a path up to here. And this is going to help with making sure that our Ambu has enough to eat, because like right now I don't. So we definitely need to come here and we need to look for some mushrooms. Now mushrooms grow in this mud. There we go. We're going to assign a worker. We're going to assign 2. And we're going to put in some fields. So I only have 13 mushrooms. Oh, he went to sleep. Okay, so here's abandoned encampment. Well, I've already said which way I want to go. So we're gonna get the nomads. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to repair. Okay, and we got another rainstorm. Come on, where's the mushrooms? There we are. This might be not quite enough. I'll need one more. There we go. We'll be able to... Okay, we just need 3 more. Yeah, so we just gotta get the food. I've already done... Thought I already did this. Okay, we might have to wake him up, but I need one more. Yeah, because he's hungry. Hunger 84%. Wow. There we go. Okay, so he's got a little bit, so let's do, I want to say walk. You know, wake up. We're gonna go to food and we're gonna toss you some mushrooms. And that's about how slow he walks. One of the things that I sometimes will do is like I'll see like how large an animal is and just try to visualize like the size and scale. Because like there are some animals that are just like, you know, they're 10 feet tall or something. And that's way taller than me. Hold on, let's move this over here. All right, let's click on that. And it looks like we have an antenna belt. How wonderful. I can't believe we managed to repair it. Dear, isn't that just like that thing from your father's stories? What was it called again? I think you're right. It appears to be something called an antenna tower. Legend has it that these towers could capture vibrations in the air and convert them into speech, connecting the ancient wandering cities to the people on the ground below. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know if it works yet. Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Let's activate it. Would you do the honors, my friend? I like this where you actually press the button and now we've got a signal going out. Wonderful. If anyone else out there has any of these antenna towers, we might be able to hear them. I didn't think I'd get so excited in my old age. Theoretically, yes, but let's remain vigilant. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and we can't afford to trust just anyone. Could you at least try to feign a little excitement, dear? Okay, we are still working. Okay, yeah, we're almost done. With that, we're gonna have enough of the, oh shoot, we gotta feed. But what do we mean we don't have preparing? I think they just automatically, as long as we have the trebuchet. There we go. It just tossed them. There we go. That reduced it a little bit, but honestly, it needs a lot more. Okay, I want building upgrades. Make a decision for the current biome event. We don't have anything yet. He's fixing to be able to eat a bunch of stuff. Start a scavenger hunt. It's over here. Let's put it over on this side. Maybe right here. And then we need, yeah, full staff is required, so I do have to have 2 people for this. We're just gonna keep moving this around. We'll put it right there. No, we can't. Right there. Oh, we've got transmission coming in. The antenna, it's working. It's actually working. We've just received our first transmission. Hello, you hear me? If you please. We hear you, but the signal is rather bad. Could you please repeat? You, Ambu, talk, a blueprint, upgrade, antenna. Hello? Hello? We've lost the signal. But it looks like they managed to send us something. Let's see here. It appears to be a blueprint for an upgrade for our antenna tower, just like they said. An upgrade for this thing we just dug out of the ground a few days ago? I'm not really sure about this. How in the world would anyone have access to this kind of technology? Don't be so skeptical now, dear. Everything has worked out so far, hasn't it? But I don't think we could find the materials the blueprint calls for on our Ombu. We should keep an eye out for any landmarks in the ground and send scavengers there. Once we have completed the upgrade, we might be able to re-establish contact. Considering the fact that they mentioned Ombu, they might have even more invaluable information. Oh, and Ombu is about to take a nap. Relatable. So see, it just kind of lays down, stretches, curls in, and goes to sleep. Well, we get a little bit of a reprieve and time to do any kind of building. We just need clay. From right there. And I think we might... be able to do that. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing building upgrades. Yeah, we just need one more clay. All right, scavenging. We need to go on a scavenging mission so we can open the map. We can click on really pretty much anything. This is going to get us clay and salt. Let's go ahead and send a party. Here... I think we're going to go to the northeast. Research building upgrades, which we're already started. And then we're going to be able to do here advanced funnel. So I'm thinking we might do another farm like right here. I know that this might be crazy. Let's also deconstruct it. Let's move this. I'm gonna move this like up here, I think. Or I could put it right here. We're gonna move it like right. That's not where I wanted it. Airwell, I want right here. Let's reduce you down to 1, I think. Also go ahead and harvest these herbs, which will help once we have a doctor. Scavenging party is ready. So this one, we get 2 of these, but we need this one. Let's do this one. We might be able to do these if we can keep an eye and remember to send them out. Okay, let's do upgrades. No, can't. Yeah, we can do upgrades, advanced funnel. Upgrades, advanced funnel. Isn't to a quarry, and that's to a sawmill. Okay. Let's send those. Needs 2. Someone needs 225. Well, we might. With some ancient notes they returned. We can do. Ooh, that's 4. I'd really like to go, I think, southeast, because this is going to have some more nomads. Move your mouse over. The toxicity is low. Okay, we need to research the herbalist, which is right here. So yeah, the air wells are in process. They just need wood planks, but I have 2 of them. This one's going to be first. Okay, so let's come here. And that. This one. We're gonna do 3 people there. Switchy stone. Yeah, we could do that. All right, so I need to do, yeah, here we go. An herbalist, which we can put like right up here. Well done. We have learned all the basics. I'm sure you are ready to lead us now. I will keep an eye on your progress from afar and will chime in whenever I feel like I have something more to contribute. After all, there are many unknown dangers lurking out there, but I have faith you could overcome them and that I'll be able to celebrate your successes in the future. If you have any questions, feel free to consult the Elder's Notebook at any time. We do need to research The kitchen. Don't quite have. There we go. Okay, so these are my material storage. I think we're gonna move material storage like right here. And eventually those will be replaced by the warehouse. So yeah, we're working on a bunch of stuff. Let's see if we do, yeah, we're already going this way. What else do we have here? This is for a berry seed. Wood, and let's do this one. And we're going to, we'll feed Ambu when he wakes up. But we're going to look at that next time. So let me know in the comments if you would like me to bring this as a series. That was the complete tutorial. So I kind of know everything there is to know. One thing I'm trying to be on this one is a little bit more cognizant of what's coming and what I need to prepare for to make sure I have everything on safe levels. Ambu does need to eat, so I need to make sure that Ambu has got enough to eat. We'll look at that next time. While Ambu is sleeping, let me go a little bit into the history of this game. The Wandering Village is the third simulation game made by Stray Fawn Studio. After seeing a beautiful artwork of a city carried by a giant creature at a local exhibition, the two founders of Stray Fawn agreed this would be an interesting setting for their next game. The rest of the team was very much on board with the idea. After some initial research, the team found that there were quite a few games out there that already used giant animals as part of their story and visuals, but very few where the creature actually influences the game mechanics and interactions. They decided to make a new game that revolves around the relationship of a giant and a group of human survivors, a game about symbiosis. Successfully backed on Kickstarter, and after 3 years of development, The Wandering Village has climbed into the top 30 most wishlisted games on Steam. On September 14, 2022, Ambu's journey started on Steam Early Access for PC, Mac, and Linux. The game was released on Xbox as part of the game preview program on July 20th, 2023, and with its 1.0 release on July 17, 2025, The Wandering Village made its way to PlayStation 4, 5, and Nintendo Switch. Some features of this game include building a unique village on the back of a giant creature known as Ambu. A bit of lore: Ambu is Japanese for piggyback ride. Farm various crops to feed your villagers, send out foraging missions to gather rare resources, survive a variety of different biomes and events, build a relationship with a giant beast and influence its actions, research and construct a variety of different buildings. Story mode featuring lore, quests, and story-based end goal. Hostility modifiers provide extra challenges for experienced players. Controller and Steam Deck support ecology and biology-inspired gameplay. Unique art style with a blend of 3D and hand-drawn, hand-animated 2D graphics. I've enjoyed this game. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should I bring this as a full series on the channel? Let me know. Again, I would like to thank Stray Fawn Studio for providing me with a key. Thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.